The little boy stands on tiptoe on a stool, reaching for a toy space shuttle on a shelf. It falls, and the girl sprints over to catch it.
We're not actually brother and sister, so...
I'm sorry.
Darla glumly makes her way over to Freddie.
Hey. I didn't mean to make her...
Freddie gives Billy a reassuring wave.
She looks in shock at the boy and towards a man standing near the front of the general store. The girl gets up, placing the toy back on a shelf. She places a hand reassuringly on the boy's head as they walk out. Traffic lights lie on their side in a derelict street amid rustling grasses. Leaves blow across the silent main street of a desolate town. The girl starts to move, and Dad stops her with an urgent gesture. She watches anxiously. The boy hauls himself out of the old truck. Dad places a hand on the boy's shoulder as he walks toward the farm. The boy looks fearfully at his mother and signs, "Please, don't make me go." She reassures him, "You'll be fine. Your father will always protect you. Always." The boy holds his mother's hand. She staggers, nearly falling, and listens intently. The nail has been pulled upright in the wooden step.
The tawny-haired parachuter braces for impact before hitting the ground feet first and rolling over in the sand. He unbuckles himself from the parachute harness as the canopy flutters down behind him.
At home, Diana lies awake in bed. She rolls onto her side, blinking her somber eyes before closing them.
At night, they tumble, kissing, onto the bed.
Looks like MC State's got a new power couple, Zook and McQuaid.
An older man tries to scoot past Schmidt.
I gotta get around you, man. I can't jump up there. I got a broken ankle.
Looks up at her helplessly.
Oh!
She kicks him, then stomps on his head.
Night! Mom!
Her final kick sends the man flying into the quiet street.
1:18 a.m.
Go!
The partners dunk their faces in buckets of beer.
1, 2, 3! I can't get anymore! I can't get anymore! 20's the record!
As Jenko continues to drink, the frat brothers lift him into a handstand. 3:44 a.m. In slow motion, Jenko high jumps a stack of beer cans, landing gracefully on a mat. Jenko raises his arms, then slaps the beer in his bucket. Now Schmidt charges the stack. He plows through head first, scattering the cans, then falls face down on the mat.
The assassin stares. As he swings his sword, she ducks, holding onto a shaft of bamboo. He cuts the lashing around it and pushes her. The shaft leans away from the scaffolding, with Katie clinging to it. It bobs, almost horizontal above the street.
Their vintage car emerges from under a bridge. Mia peers out her window. Yawning, she covers her mouth with the back of her hand. Brian glances at her. She caresses the back of his head, then down his shoulder. Heading up an incline, their black car disappears behind a dilapidated wall. Giselle stands and readies her gun. Ivory speeds past, shooting at the office. Coming out, Giselle aims keenly, then fires. Ivory falls from the motorcycle and lands in a sprawl. Giselle lowers her gun and takes a deep breath. Brian swings from the frame and grabs hold of the open door. Climbing the front of the bus, Brian loses his footing and hangs from the grill. Rocks crumble beneath the vehicle. As it teeters further, Brian quickly climbs the front end. He sprints up the side of the bus as it slowly falls from the edge.
Billy bolts alongside a building. He hoists himself over a fence.
Cato hoists himself out of the pool.
Gentlemen, why use guns when we can handle this like real men?
As a robber aims at him, Shazam grabs his gun.
Benny, look out!
The second robber fires at Shazam's chest, doubling him over. A cable snaps and the bus lurches. A passenger's groceries drop down from him back. A man loses his grip on a grab bar and slams face first against the windshield.
Oh, that looked like it hurts.
Straining, Shazam bends his knees and tips the bus onto its tires.